evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Harvard Club of India and the Prabha Khaitan Foundation, I, Nilima Dalmia Adhar, Honorary Convener of the Prabha Khaitan Foundation of Delhi and NCR, am delighted to welcome you to the launch of a book titled The Power of Imperfect Eating. It's a bold exploration authored by Dr. Kavita Bhatnagar that challenges conventional wisdom and reframes how we perceive our food choices. A brilliant Harvard alumna, Dr. Kavita Bhatnagar, a food scientist who not only holds a master's in nutrition but is a trained flavorist from the UK, she boasts of a PhD in eating behavior. Over 20 years of industry experience, she's been a trusted advisor to leading food and beverages and pharmaceutical and nutraceutical companies, shaping products through taste management, sensory science, and ingredient innovation. But what makes Kavita truly exceptional and fascinating is that she cannot be pigeonholed into one single box. While most experts are either food scientists decoding the science of food or nutritionists telling us what we should be eating, can we have a hand for Dr. Kavita, guys? She's the rare mind that understands not just what's in our food, but why we crave it, how it shapes our choices, and whether guilt should really be an ingredient in our meals. She's the next Pied Piper of Delhi, I can see that. And that is why I'm super excited today, because we are not just talking about food, we are going to rethink it. So ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves for a session of fresh perspectives, many aha moments, and perhaps even a reason to enjoy that dessert guilt-free. Another hand for Kavita. In conversation with her, we have the renowned Padma Bhushan awardee cardiologist, Dr. T.S. Clare, who is the chairman of cardiology of BLK Max Hospital, Delhi. Dr. Clare is a mentor, professor, and advisor to global medical technology companies. His contributions to healthcare have earned him the distinguished Padma Bhushan, one of India's highest civilian honors, along with several awards for his lifetime achievements in medicine. Can we welcome him with a round of applause? Our discussion shall be moderated by the CEO of Healthcare and Wellbeing at Business World Media Group, Mr. Harbinder Narula. At Business World, he has launched 2 magazines, BW Healthcare World and BW Wellbeing World. He's evangelizing a movement based on ethics in healthcare. Now, we seriously need that. May I now invite Mr. Amit Chauhan, Acting President of the Harvard Club of India, to come and say a few words. Amit.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone, for having me. Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us for the launch of the Power of Imperfect Eating by Dr. Kavita Bhatnagar. I became acquainted with Kavita fairly recently, and whatever little time I have known her, she's fairly passionate about whatever she does, and especially about food and nutrition. And without much ado, let me welcome Mr. Sanjay Kumar, ex-president HCI, and Lakshmi Mittal, South Asia Institute.
It's a great pleasure and privilege to be here. And I was lucky enough to get one of the first copies by Kavita. So where is Kavita? Yeah. So congratulations once again for writing this beautiful book and giving all of us the wisdom and the expertise. So that really matters a lot. So you know, Kavita is someone who has seen food from multiple lenses: science, psychology, culture, and human behavior. While many of us view food through narratives shaped by social media, tradition, or upbringing, she brings a perspective that is both deeply informed and refreshingly balanced. The beauty of this book is that it gives you tools. When you are faced with a food decision, you will find yourself instinctively pulling from the arsenal this book equips you with. You will recognize the forces, biological, emotional, cultural, that shapes your choices. And with that awareness comes empowerment. It is easy to think in black and white terms that processed food is bad, homemade is good, sugar is poison, or only natural is healthy. But Kavita helps you look beyond the extremes, think deeper, and understand nuances. She shows how processed food, when chosen wisely, can have a place in our lives instead of fear-driven choices. She encourages awareness and balance, helping you make food decisions that work for you, not against you. What stands out most is that this book does not preach. It does not scare you. It does not shame you. Instead, it invites you to rethink food from a place of love, compassion, and science. It encourages you to step away from rigid rules and guilt-driven eating and towards a more informed, confident, and balanced approach to food. I truly believe that if you have ever wished you had a friend who deeply understands the food, wellness, and nutrition industry, someone who could stand by your side and explain how to make your food choices with confidence, then this book is for you. Thank you once again, Kavita, for giving this book to us. Thank you.
Thank you, Sanjay ji. Can I request Sanjay ji to come onto the dais to felicitate the author? Will Dr. Kavita Bhatnagar please come onto the stage? And before Sanjay ji felicitates her, I need to tell you that Kavita Bhatnagar wears many hats. She's also a poetess, so I'm going to ask her to recite a few lines of her poetry.
Kind introduction, and thank you everyone for making it here. It really means a lot to me. So ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं बोलना, मेरा नाम कविता है तो नाम को सार्थक करने के लिए मैं थोड़ी थोड़ी कविता लिख देती हूँ कभी कभी. So इस कविता का शीर्षक है बगैर चीनी की चाय. अब वो बात कहाँ जो पहले हुआ करती थी जी, अब वो बात कहाँ जो पहले हुआ करती थी, गया वो समय जब चाय में 2 चम्मच चीनी हुआ करती थी. जब सवाल सिर्फ इतना था कि चाय के साथ क्या खाएं, बिस्कुट, भुजिया या मठरी. अब तो हर प्याले के साथ आती है सवालों और गिल्ट की गठरी. कभी खा लेते हैं, कभी टाल देते हैं, खुद को सेहत की मिसाल देते हैं. समोसे कचौड़ी देखकर मन तो हमारा भी बहुत लल जाता है, पर खुद को संभाल देते हैं, क्योंकि अब वो बात कहाँ जो पहले हुआ करती थी. गया वो समय जब चाय में 2 चम्मच चीनी हुआ करती थी. थैंक यू.
Good evening, everyone. You know, this is such a fantabulous gathering because I've known Kavita ji from the recent past when I, was approached to review her book, and that review, out of sheer laziness, I said, यार review कौन करेगा, पहले ना पढ़ के author से बात ही कर लेते हैं. So I had an opportunity to interview Dr. Kavita. And while I was interviewing her, a lot of things kind of unfolded for me. And when this opportunity came and she said that, would you like to come and moderate this session? I was like, Niki aur pooch pooch, ye to kar hi lena chahiye. And then Sone Pe Suhaga was when I was told that Dr. Claire is going to be there. Coming to this book, I want you to just imagine for a moment. Imagine that this young girl who's in a hospital accompanying her father, who is come to the hospital for a dialysis session. Dialysis हो रहा है और वो लड़की अपने father के साथ बैठी हुई है और just about when the session is getting over, शाम को लगभग यही टाइम है 5, 5:30 का, and this father tries to put his hand in his pocket and says that ये थोड़े से पैसे हैं, जाके ना कैंटीन से इस टाइम पे ना फ्रेश समोसे बन रहे होते हैं, ब्रेड पकोड़े बन रहे होते हैं, भूख लग रही है, ब्रेड पकोड़े ले आओ. And this girl is looking at her father, who's still undergoing the dialysis at that point in time, and she's looking at him and saying that जिस चीज़ की वजह से तुम यहाँ बैठे हो and you're going through dialysis, आप मुझे पैसे दे रहे हो वही चीज़ लाने के लिए. And this father is also looking back at this little girl and saying that तेरे को पता है जब मैं काम पे जाता था पूरा दिन थका हारा शाम को 5 बजे चाय के साथ जो समोसे खाने का मज़ा आता था या ब्रेड पकोड़े खाने का मज़ा आता था, it used to feel like that it's the reward for my hard day's work that I'm getting. And today when the world is telling him कि ये मत खाओ वो मत खाओ या 2 चम्मच चीनी मत डालो, this is my form of liberation where I can feel that this is my identity. मैं कुछ काम कर रहा हूँ जो अपनी मर्जी से अपने लिए कर रहा हूँ. And जब हम वो बात करते हैं, suddenly what comes to your mind is that there's a relationship that everything in our life has with us. There's a relationship that even food has with us. What it means to us is very different from what it could mean to someone else. क्या वो सही है, क्या वो गलत है, मुझे नहीं पता. But ये तो है कि कुछ ना कुछ perfection है in leading an imperfect life. But to get over this question, I think I have the best 2 panelists sitting here कि क्या वो सही है या गलत है. So Kavita, let me come to you because what it is coming out to be that there's a level of consciousness in how we live that has to be brought out, and the level of consciousness is dependent on the choices we make. It's about the choices that we make. बहुत सारे influencers आए, we've been talking about food labels, at least know what you're eating, what you're buying. जब हम देखते हैं food labels, we see that there is a percentage of protein which is mentioned. Apart from that, there are ingredients also being mentioned. But वो पढ़ना और समझना is like 2 different ball game. I see the food label, but I don't understand what is written there. So what is the importance of food labels beyond what is just written there in terms of how do we understand what that means?
Very valid question, Harvinder ji. So food labels can be a good starting point. अभी हाल ही में बहुत सारे डिस्कशन होनी स्टार्ट हुई है. वी हैव स्टार्टेड टू हैव अ कॉन्वर्सेशन कि लेबल पढ़ेगा इंडिया, लेबल पढ़िए. बट लेबल पढ़ने के बाद इफ़ इट इज़ ओनली फ्यूलिंग योर फियर, तो जस्ट रीथिंक कि लेबल में पढ़ना क्या है. अगर आपको लेबल में कुछ समझना है तो सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट आप उसका न्यूट्रिशनल कंटेंट समझिए. यू शुड नो कि व्हाट आर योर डेली रिक्वायरमेंट्स, आपका रिकमेंडेड डाइट डेली अलाउंस क्या है, एंड हाउ मच इज़ दैट पैकेज फूड कंट्रीब्यूटिंग टू योर रिक्वायरमेंट्स. दूसरी इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ है कि आप उसमें ये देखिए कि उसका पोर्शन साइज़ क्या है. कई बार क्या होता है, लेट्स से वी आर हैविंग अ पैकेट ऑफ चिप्स, आपने उसमें पढ़ा कि उसके अंदर 200 कैलोरीज हैं, एंड आपने कहा अच्छा 200 कैलोरीज हैं, मेरे को 2000 चाहिए होती है दिन में, मैंने एक खा लिया, 200 ही तो है. बट आप ये पढ़ना भूल गए कि उसके अंदर लिखा हुआ था 200 कैलोरीज पर सर्विंग, और उसमें लिखा हुआ है पैकेट कंटेन्स 3 सर्विंग्स. तो आपने 600 कैलोरीज खा ली, 200 नहीं खाई. सो पे अटेंशन, क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट के नॉर्म्स कहते हैं कि आप न्यूट्रिशनल डेटा दे सकते हो पर 100 ग्राम्स या पर सर्विंग. अब सर्विंग क्या है दैट मैन्युफैक्चरर डिसाइड्स. सो 2 चीज़ें ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आप न्यूट्रिशनल डेटा पढ़िए और सर्विंग साइज़ पढ़िए. रही बात इंग्रेडिएंट्स की, if you are passionate, it's a good idea to educate yourself कि कौन सा ingredient क्या है. But अगर आपको overwhelming लगता है ingredients को समझना, so rest assured there are joint expert committee on food additives जो कि WHO और United Nations मिलकर पूरी सारी safety evaluate करते हैं सारे ingredients की. फिर उसके बाद ADI तय होता है. ADI is acceptable daily intake कि अगर आप एक amount उस particular additive का for rest of your life रोज भी खाएंगे तब भी you will not have any harmful effect. और उसके बाद जो dosage हर country तय करती है उसके अंदर भी एक safety margin built up होता है. So unnecessarily zooming into food additives कि ये खाएंगे तो ये हो जाएगा, because there is a social media narrative also कि इस ingredient से डरो, इससे तो cancer हो जाएगा. आप अपनी overall processed food पर reliance कम करिए ना, rather than fearing ingredients and which is messing with your mental health. It's a good idea to decrease your overall reliance on processed food and also be mindful of what is the dietary requirement that you have and how much you are having. Yes, please.
See, the thing is, when we talk about processed food, so basically, ideal is from your farm to kitchen. Ideal will be that situation कि आपने गोभी खुद ही उगाई, इंसेक्टिसाइड यूज़ नहीं करे, वो नहीं पेस्टिसाइड यूज़ नहीं करे और बना लो. But the thing is that it's not possible in this world. We have to accept the changing landscape of the world. गांव में possible था, पर यहाँ शहरों में बहुत लोग काम करते हैं, husband wife both are working, so that's not going to be possible. So I don't think that there is the processed food is totally no. It's not like that. The processed food which is hopefully made by a good company which has right intentions. Right intention means to provide you nutritious food without all those negative things. You can have that, but very right Kavita said that decrease the dependence on processed feed, try to have as natural as possible.
Fantastic. Dr. Kavita, I'm just taking a cue from what Dr. Claire just said. He used the term processed food and he talked about the industries or the companies that have the right intent. क्या ये जो process, and I'm sure you've done a lot of research for your book and you're also involved in that industry. Is the processed food industry actually a villain, or is there a different perspective? Because actually the industry is responding to whatever is the consumer need. Today we need more quantum, today we need the kind of food to be ready to eat, etc. So how do you see the balance between processed food industry being seen as a villain versus actually doing good by researching and creating something which could, on the contrary, be edible and be healthy?
It is very easy to think in simple black and white terms कि industry villain है या hero है. Food industry is made up of millions of food companies. उसमें से there are food companies who are doing exceptional work, जिनके intentions, जिनके heart is in the right place. So it's easy, but at the same time, intentions cannot be judged. Motivations can be flawed. So it's okay to have processed food in moderation, and I mean unnecessarily you have to understand कि processing, some amount of processing is required also. Processing will keep food longer on our shelf. अगर processing ही ना हो, shelf से भी food ही ना हो, how are we going to feed the global population? Food spoilage, food security कहाँ से आएगी? And also food से convenience मिलती है. Processed food is a part of our modern reality. It is not possible for many of us to cook every meal from scratch. Then it is also to do with taste. For how long can you just go on eating bland food? कुछ fun भी तो चाहिए life में. So if you are using processed food as a tool, कि let's say कि आपका you want to feed your child a big salad, and the only way आपका बच्चा वो salad खाएगा जब आपने उस पे ketchup डाल दी. Go ahead and do it. At least वो salad खाएगा तो सही. So it's a good idea to use it as a tool. But problem तब होती है जब हम पराठा बना के सिर्फ उसके अंदर ketchup लगा के दे देते हैं. We are not adding any vegetables or something. We need to have a balanced perspective that you are having protein, you are having fiber, everything is there in that particular meal.
Processed food में जो ना प्रोसेस फूड में सबसे जो बड़ा चैलेंज है, particularly in our country, you know, we don't have proper checks and accountability. You know, एक कंपनी फूड बनाती है, वो ठीक बनाती है नहीं बनाती है, वो फैक्ट्री में क्या करते हैं, वो इंस्पेक्टर आएंगे उनको पैसे दे के साइन करा लेंगे. You know, that's a big problem. Like, you know, couple of months back, Government of India, they send an order to doctors that you cannot write, you write just the generic name. Drugs के generic name लिखो, you don't write a company का name. Okay. So the thing is that, for example, the doctors asked the government, the health ministry, okay, you gave a written assurance that all the companies making drugs, government is responsible for them. They are not willing to do that. There are now pharmaceutical companies in some small village, we don't know what they make. So I don't know. मैंने patient ask me, sir मैं generic ले लूँ, तो मैं कहूँगा भी मेरे को नहीं पता भैया generic का, because I am not sure about the quality of that pharmacy or the industry they make the drug. And there are many fake things in this country. Same thing is food. It's the same thing. You know, if it's a government job, it's not my or your job. It's a government job to have strict rules and regulation, and they should have accountability. It's not once that they have to have a more periodic checks that yes, the way they process the food is healthy, it is not unhealthy. But that's a big challenge.
Apart from processed foods, you know, sometimes I come from a media industry, बहुत सारी चीज़ें बोली जाती हैं, but there every time something is spoken is contrary to something that had been spoken a few months ago or a year ago. दूध लेना चाहिए, नहीं लेना चाहिए, there are different point of views. Similarly, palm oil is good or not good versus corn oil, etc. How do people make sense of this? Because they are actually getting influenced by what is being told to them. You know, so what can you share with us about oil, etc.?
हमारे साथ प्रॉब्लम क्या होती है कि हम फूड इंग्रेडिएंट्स के साथ या फिर कोई भी खाने की चीज़ के साथ हेल्थ हेलो क्रिएट कर देते हैं. मिल्क इज़ अ सुपर हीरो, एवोकाडो इज़ अ सुपर हीरो. अब पता लगा उसकी कॉस्ट, इकोनॉमिक्स सब बदल गई. हमारे को हेल्थ हेलो नहीं क्रिएट करना चीज़ों के साथ. एवरीथिंग कैन बी अ पार्ट ऑफ योर बैलेंस डाइट. और रही बात एडल्ट्रेशन की, हमारे जो घी की सर बात करी, आपने पाम ऑयल का क्वेश्चन पूछा. ऑयल ओवरऑल डिक्रीज द क्वांटिटी ऑफ ऑयल दैट यू आर कंज्यूमिंग. हर एक ऑयल का एक रोल है. इंडस्ट्री पाम ऑयल क्यों यूज़ करती है? इंडस्ट्री यूजेस पाम ऑयल क्योंकि वो शेल्फ स्टेबल है. पाम ऑयल इन मेनी वेज इज़ बेटर दैन घी और बटर. पाम ऑयल शेल्फ स्टेबिलिटी देता है, उसका हाई स्मोक पॉइंट होता है. सो एवरी फूड प्रोडक्ट, एवरी इंग्रेडिएंट हैज़ अ रोल. अगर हम एक एक इंग्रेडिएंट से एक एक फूड प्रोडक्ट्स को या तो हम हीरो बना देंगे या विलन बना देंगे, देन द प्रॉब्लम विल स्टार्ट. So we need to be cognizant.
Yeah, as far as I think Kavita will like to clarify better. See, when we talk about oils, neither you use oil nor I use. Ultimately, either wife uses or the servant uses. Actually, that knowledge should percolate to them.
Yes.
So, in general, my philosophy is that 70% of the cooking should be done unsaturated fat. And it is a good idea to go on changing the brands.
Yes.
Sometimes, for example, you have used olive oil this month, next time this, because there are some ingredients which are better in one, there are not. So continuing to use the same brand is not a good idea. Around 20% cooking, I think you can make in mustard oil, and around 10% cooking should be done in desi ghee.
I would just like to add two very important things. Oil को reheat नहीं करना चाहिए.
Yeah.
Do not reuse your oil. That is very important because that leads to trans fats production and that's not good.
You know, मैं बीच में बैठ के it's like a watching tennis because दोनों इतने emotionally बोल रहे हैं इस topic के ऊपर. But Kavita ji, you know, since this word emotion comes up, you know what I've seen is that emotions play a very important role when we consume food. You know, either the emotions of the parents or a mother comes in कि बच्चे को इतना देसी घी खिलाओ, बच्चा ठीक, you know, grow up अच्छा होगा, उसकी तंदुरुस्ती बनेगी. और you know, teenagers का breakup हो जाता है, and that in that emotional this thing they get driven to start consuming so much of junk food, etc. What is the role of emotions with food, and is there a way when you have studied that one can take control over it?
दिस इज़ अ टॉपिक वेरी क्लोज टू माई हार्ट. मेरा PhD एंग्जाइटी, स्ट्रेस और गिल्ट के साथ ईटिंग बिहेवियर में क्या रिलेशनशिप है, दैट वाज द रिसर्च आई कंडक्टेड. हमारा ईटिंग बिहेवियर और इमोशंस आर वेरी डीपली एंटवाइंड. हम सिर्फ अपने खाने के लिए नहीं खाते, वी ईट इन रिस्पॉन्स टू इमोशंस, आर कल्चर एंड कंफर्ट. अब हुआ क्या कि जो नेचर थी, इट मेड अस इन अ वे दैट वी क्रेव फॉर एनर्जी डेंस फूड. क्योंकि जब हम केव मैन थे, हमारे लिए सर्वाइवल वॉज अ वेरी रियल प्रॉब्लम. नेचर ऑप्टिमाइज्ड अस टू सर्वाइव. उस टाइम पर हमारे थ्रेट्स बहुत फिजिकल और बहुत रियल थे. हमें कोई शेर आके तो नहीं खा जाएगा, कोई और फिजिकल थ्रेट तो नहीं है, हमें भागना तो नहीं पड़ेगा. जब ऐसा कोई हम स्ट्रेस परसीव करते थे, तो हमारी बॉडी क्या करती है, आवर बॉडी स्टार्ट्स अ कैस्केड ऑफ हार्मोनल रिएक्शंस एंड बिहेवियरल रिएक्शंस, जो कि हमारे को भागने के लिए और उस थ्रेट से लड़ने के लिए प्राइम करते हैं. हमारी बॉडी के अंदर हार्मोन्स इस तरीके से, कॉर्टिसोल आएगा, एड्रेनलिन आएगा, एंड इट विल डंप शुगर इन आवर ब्लड, क्योंकि उसको लग रहा है कि शेर आएगा, इसको भागना पड़ेगा, इसको यहाँ पर ग्लूकोज डाल दो. मगर अब क्या हुआ, इन द मॉडर्न रियलिटी हमारे स्ट्रेसर्स फिजिकल नहीं है. शेर नहीं आएगा, शायद हमारा बॉस हमें डांट लगाएगा, या फिर कोई ऐसी ईमेल आ जाएगी और वी हैव अ डेडलाइन टू मैच. बट आवर primitive bodies are not able to differentiate between a physical threat and a mental threat. वो आज भी वैसे ही रिस्पॉन्ड करती है, आज भी हमारे ब्लड में वैसे ही ग्लूकोज डंप करेगी, आज ही सारे कॉर्टिसोल, सारे हार्मोन्स उसी तरीके से एक्टिवेट हो जाएंगे जैसे कि हमें शेर से लड़ना है. दिस इज़ अ मिसमैच. तो जब हम स्ट्रेस्ड होते हैं, हमारी बॉडी को यही लगता है कि शेर आ रहा है, शेर आ रहा है, यहाँ पर ग्लूकोज छोड़ो, ये सब कुछ कर दो, एंड देन वी क्रेव फॉर एनर्जी डेंस फूड. क्योंकि हमारे को हिस्टोरिकली वी ऑल्सो हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि हमने हिस्टोरिकली बहुत सारे फेमीन्स और फीस्ट वाले पीरियड्स को एक्सपीरियंस किया है. आवर एंसेस्टर्स डिड नॉट नो कि नेक्स्ट मील आएगी कहाँ से. दे हैड अ फैट जीन. वो फैट स्विच ऑन हो जाता था कि जब आपका फीस्ट का पीरियड है, योर बॉडी वॉज प्रोग्राम्ड इन अ वे कि आप फैट स्टोर कर लो, क्योंकि पता नहीं फिर कब खाना मिलेगा. बट आवर बॉडी स्टिल रिस्पॉन्ड्स इन द सेम वे. जब हम स्ट्रेस्ड होते हैं, हमारी बॉडी को लगता है कि पता नहीं खाना मिलेगा या नहीं मिलेगा, सो इट स्टार्ट्स दोज प्रोसेसेस एंड वी क्रेव फॉर कंफर्ट फूड. तो इसलिए बोला ये जाता है कि व्हेन यू आर प्रोन टू हैव इमोशनल ईटिंग, यू आर प्री डिस्पोज. आपको पता है, और हम सबको पता होता है हाउ द स्क्रिप्ट रन्स एवरी टाइम. हम स्ट्रेस्ड होंगे, हम आइसक्रीम खाएंगे, हम स्ट्रेस्ड होंगे, हम फ़ोन उठा के कुछ ऑर्डर करेंगे. वी नो हाउ द स्क्रिप्ट रन्स एवरी टाइम. सो इट्स अ गुड आइडिया टू हैव योर इमोशनल फर्स्ट एड किट इन प्लेस. इमोशनल फर्स्ट एड किट क्या है? डिस्ट्रैक्ट योर सेल्फ. कोई ऐसा फ्रेग्रेंस, कोई हैंड क्रीम, कुछ ऐसा जो कि डिस्ट्रैक्ट्स यू. पिक अप अ फ़ोन एंड कॉल अ फ्रेंड. अपनी एक ऐसी प्लेलिस्ट बना लीजिए कि व्हेन आई एम एंग्री मैं वो गाने सुनना शुरू कर दूँगा. द आइडिया इज़ टू ट्रिक योर बॉडी इनटू बिलीविंग कि सब सही है, कोई शेर नहीं आ रहा, मैं तो गाने सुन रहा हूँ, देखो. दैट्स अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट वे टू रीट्रेन योरसेल्फ.
Got it. Anyone out here who does not have stress of any kind? Anyone? Everybody is stressed.
Go ahead.
Dr. Claire, what is the role that food has with the human body? You know, I'm sure you're meeting a lot of people who are coming to you when they're unwell. Their families sometimes are asking questions or sometimes are trying to put words in your mouth कि इनको ये बताओ, ठीक है ना? But what have you observed? Apart from the many things that people do, whether it is work which is leading to stress, whether it is the exercise or lack of exercise, but what is the importance of food in a human's life, human's journey?
I like the word flavorist, as you, Nilima ji, have liked. I think she had the capability to become flavorist of life rather than just flavorist, which is much bigger role. If you can put flavor in somebody's life, you know what else you can do. It's the best thing you can do in life. So not only flavor in the food, but I think flavor in the life is even more important. And one of the most important reason of ill health, depression, एंग्जाइटी, इसकी हमारी ज़िंदगी में फ्लेवर नहीं है. तो मैं हमेशा लोगों को कहता हूँ कि यार ज़िंदगी में मिर्च ज़रूर होनी चाहिए. जब तक हरी मिर्च नहीं ज़िंदगी में तो मज़ा नहीं आता. सो आई रियली लाइक दैट वन शुड हैव फ्लेवर, वन शुड ऐड फ्लेवर टू friends, family, the society, if you can do that. Now coming to the question of food, food is of course very, very important, integral part of life. So obviously, जब मैं कहता हूँ food is the number one instinct of any living organism, तो food बहुत important चीज़ है. Food क्या होना चाहिए? Food होना चाहिए जो कि आपको अच्छी न्यूट्रिशन दे, आपको खा के मज़ा आए, आपको हैप्पीनेस लगे, और वो फूड आपको हेल्दी रखे, वो आपको बीमार ना करे. ये फंडामेंटल चीज़ है कि ये चीज़ें अगर आपकी फूड पूरा कर रही है तो देन यू शोंट बॉदर. बहुत से मरीज़ पूछते हैं जी क्या खाएं क्या ना खाएं, पर्टिकुलरली एंग्शियस वाइफ्स कि जी क्या खाएं. तो मैं सबको एक चीज़ कहता हूँ कि यार एक चीज़ नहीं खानी, कि गम नहीं खाना, बाकी जो मर्जी खा लो. कि ये बहुत इससे प्रैक्टिकल थिंग आई टेल यू कि गम ना खाओ भैया, बाकी जो मर्जी खा लो खाओ. कई बार मैं धीरे से एक चीज़ और कहता हूँ कि मेरा सिर ना खाओ. ऊपर मैं धीरे से कहता हूँ. सो कहने का मतलब ये है कि जो एक फियर है, एंग्जाइटी है, वो ज़िंदगी की बहुत एक नेगेटिव डिस्ट्रॉइंग चीज़ है. हाँ, स्मोकिंग शुड बी ज़ीरो. और सेकंड मैं सबको समझाता हूँ भी अपनी वाइफ के खिलाफ मत बोलो. क्योंकि अगर आपने ज़िंदगी जो है खुशी पानी है तो वो पंगे मत लो.
मैंने ना अभी एक पीछे देयर इज दिस वीडियो व्हिच इज डूइंग द राउंड्स ऑन सोशल मीडिया एंड इट सेज दैट पीपल हैव अ लॉट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स एंड द ओनली थिंग इज दैट वन टाइम व्हेन दे हैव अ हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम देन दे हैव ओनली वन प्रॉब्लम. सो व्हेन यू गेट स्टक इन मेकिंग चॉइसेस, और जब कह रहे हो ना कि स्ट्रेस मत लो, तो देख लो कि इफ़ इट इज़ नॉट लीडिंग टू अ हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम इट इज़ फाइन, बाकी फिर सब ठीक है, चलता है.
वरना स्ट्रेस ना लेने का भी स्ट्रेस हो जाएगा.
स्ट्रेस ना लेने का भी. मेरी वाइफ, मैं भी डरता हूँ बस सर बहुत, और बिल्कुल सर आप मेरे हो तो मैं डरता हूँ, लेकिन फिर उसकी बात सुन लेता हूँ, थोड़ी सी पीस हो जाती है. बट सर आपने अभी बात करी कि क्या लेना चाहिए क्या नहीं लेना चाहिए, स्मोक नहीं करना चाहिए, एंड यू आर टॉकिंग ऑफ डायबिटिक्स. लेट मी टेक अ फ्री कंसल्टेशन फ्रॉम यू. सर हम लोग जाते हैं अभी डाइटिशियंस के पास, और वो कहते हैं प्रोसेस शुगर मत लो, खंड खा लिया करो, गुड़ ले लिया करो, या डेट्स ले लिया करो. व्हाट इज़ योर व्यू ऑन दिस?
देयर इज नो डिफरेंस टू माय माइंड. चाहे गुड़ खा लो चाहे शुगर खा लो, शुगर तो वही है. कई लोग सोचते हैं जी हनी बहुत हेल्दी है, कोई ऐसी बात नहीं है, शुगर ही है. इट्स ऑल द सेम केमिकल, देयर डजंट मैटर. इट्स नॉट ए फॉर डायबिटिक्स. यस, they have to avoid sugar as much as possible, but it's not zero. It's not a zero concept. You should take fruits also. You can take every fruit. अब जैसे चीकू है फॉर एग्जांपल, इट अ लॉट ऑफ स्वीट, वो कम खाओ भैया. केले की मतलब के बनाना है, मैंगोज हैं, ग्रेप्स हैं, कम वन खाओ. एप्पल ज़्यादा खा सकते हो, अमरूद खा सकते हो, नाशपाती खा सकते हो. सो इससे क्वांटिटी एंड क्वालिटी कंट्रोल विच इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट. मोर देन दैट is exercise, is activity. You know, if a person exercises, his average blood level will be low, glucose level will be low, and the average glucose level will be low, diabetic control will be better. So it is activity. Again I say activity. That should be the rule in life.
Also,
Got it.
I just want to add
Yeah.
to what he said. Also, it's a very good idea to retrain your palate to like less sweeter food. आप कुछ जूस पीते हैं उसमें पानी मिला लीजिए एंड ट्रेन योर सेल्फ कि उतना मीठा मुझे पसंद नहीं है. आप 2 चम्मच चीनी डालते हैं, आप आधी कर लीजिए धीरे धीरे. बिकॉज अगर आप स्वीटनर को रिप्लेस कर रहे हैं, लेट्स से आपने बोला शुगर की जगह गुड़ खा ली, यू आर नॉट डूइंग अ ग्रेट जॉब. आवर बॉडी इज गोइंग टू रिएक्ट इन द सेम वे, चाहे आप शुगर खाएं या वो 4 कैलोरीज ही देगा आपको पर उसके अंदर पर ग्राम. बट एट द सेम टाइम इफ यू हैव रीट्रेन्ड योर पैलेट, it will go a long way. आपका overall sugar intake ही कम हो जाएगा.
You are right. You know, like you can retrain. For example, initially I didn't like tea without sugar, but gradually now I love अगर शुगर अगर हो तो वो बुरी लगती है, so you can retrain, ऐसी बात नहीं.
That's why behavioral science comes into play.
Right.
Got it. Dr. Kavita, I have two questions for you before I open it to the audience. One is, हम पंजाबी लोगों में सर माना जाता है कि माना क्या जाता है, we enjoy कल रात का खाना, जो बासी रोटी या कल रात की दाल बनी हुई वो सुबह ज़्यादा टेस्टी लगती है, मटन रात को बना हुआ था सुबह ज़्यादा टेस्टी लगता है. एंड सडनली अभी सोशल मीडिया का ही आउटकम है, लॉट ऑफ पीपल आर सेइंग कि बासी खाना नहीं खाना चाहिए. इज देयर सम साइंस टू इट? एंड ऑल्टरनेटली आई मीन देयर आर लॉट ऑफ पीपल ऑन सोशल मीडिया ऑल्सो सेइंग माइग्रेन है तो रात की रोटी बासी रोटी खाया करो. इज देयर अ साइंस टू दिस?
देखिए, बासी खाना पहले डिस्करेज इसलिए करते थे बिकॉज रेफ्रिजरेटर्स नहीं होते थे. इट वाज, बट अगर हम पुराने अप्लाई द प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ द पास्ट वर्ल्ड टू आवर करंट मॉडर्न लाइफ, वी आर गोइंग टू फेल मिजरेबली. Today we have got technology on our side, we have got refrigerators, and who has the time? Many of us really struggle कि हम हर meal को scratch से नहीं बना सकते. So it's okay if the food is stored properly, if it is being reheated properly, there is no harm eating. हमारे को pseudo pride लेने का कोई वो नहीं है. It's not a badge of honor कि हमारे घर पे तो हर meal ताज़ी बनती है. If you can, okay, but do not go on a guilt trip कि मैंने अपने बच्चे को ताज़ा खाना नहीं बनाया. It's okay, it's absolutely fine.
तेज जो टेस्टी लगता है ना सेकंड डे, उसका रीजन है वो तड़का द्वारा लगता है ना. रीजन, बट केवी सेड वेरी गुड थिंग कि अगर आप द प्रॉब्लम वाज स्टोरेज ऑफ फूड, अगर स्टोर्ड प्रॉपर्ली है, सो इट इज नॉट समथिंग दैट विच इज बैड, यू कैन हैव दिस.
Second thing, Dr. Kavita, is about alternate flavors or additives for flavoring. For example, हम डाइट सॉफ्ट ड्रिंक्स लेते हैं, ठीक है, या फिर alternate flavors लेते हैं. What is your take on that?
I think today we have more tools in our arsenal. जितना कि हमारे ancestors के पास होते थे उससे बहुत ज़्यादा tools हैं. We have got sweeteners. If somebody is struggling with diabetes, तो उसके arsenal में artificial stevia है या और कोई sweetener है, it is a well researched sweetener. It's a good tool. But retrain your palate, because हमें नहीं पता कुछ सालों के बाद फिर एक रिसर्च आ जाएगी कि दिस इज नो लॉन्गर सेफ. तो अभी उसको एज अ टूल यूज करिए एंड स्लोली रीट्रेन योरसेल्फ टू लाइक लेस स्वीटर थिंग्स. देयर इज नो हार्म इन कंज्यूमिंग.
Of course, it may not be greatly harmful as far as the data is concerned, but you are right, after 20 years they will say no, it is a cause of cancer.
Right.
So stick to nature as far as possible. जितना भी possibility हो सकती है, stick to nature. Nature कोई चीज़ गलत नहीं करती. That is what we should follow.
Sir, before I ask you the last question, let me check if there's somebody in the audience who has some questions, because at the end of the day, this conversation is for you guys. Yeah. Ma'am, please.
Just, there's always a confusion. Is vegetarian food better than non-vegetarian food? And a lot of us in the audience would like you to answer that.
Comment on that.
I would say it's a very emotionally loaded topic for many of us. And so long you are having a balanced meal, protein, fat, carbohydrate, micronutrients आपको मिल रहे हैं, it doesn't matter. Personally, I advocate for a whole plant-based diet, जिसके अंदर protein is of good quality. But I mean, research is evolving.
But
Hi, congratulations, Dr. Kavita, on your book. I just wanted to ask, we talked about emotional eating and overeating, so I want to know, like, if you have any hopes from the way that your book is going to impact people who suffer from disordered eating, and how they can maybe use tools for mental wellness and emotional wellness to improve their eating habits. And the second part is that, is there any credit to the conversation that women have different nutritional needs and they keep changing throughout their cycle as well? Does it really impact their overall health?
Thank you for asking. So yes, not only women, we all have different nutritional needs because our genetics are different, our sedentary, our activity levels are different, even our gut microbiome is different. So based on that, not only gender is not the only differentiator about our nutritional requirements. We all 8 billion people on earth, everyone has a different nutritional requirement. Pertaining to your question regarding emotional eating, yes, I have attempted to give tools and a toolkit towards the end of the book, that how to make more informed choices and how to stack the odds in your favor. so that you are making more informed choices and you are able to live a healthier life. I won't say a healthy life, healthier than how you are living. Better, more fulfilled life, because food is one part of the equation. Life is so many different dimensions. Food is just one of them, but an important one.
Thank you so much.
So, Dr. Kavita, yes, ma'am, I'm just coming to you. Dr. Kavita, you know, this is one of the questions that I have for you is when I was reading your book, in the end, you've given the methodology.
Yeah.
There's an acronym for that.
That's called a Candy Cure.
Candy Cure. Can you explain that?
Yes.
Because I think it's going to be useful for everyone.
Yes. So I've given a framework towards the end of the book. It's called Candy Cure, wherein C stands for choice. Choice is a powerful tool in our arsenal. We have to learn how to choose what is good for us. Then A stands for automate. We have to automate because we all talk about being mindful. But what if you are someone जिसको mindfulness के नाम पर ही गुस्सा आ जाता है? I don't have time for mindfulness. So what do? In that case, automate some of the behaviors जो आप चाहते हैं. So how to automate that? We have talked about that. The other N stands for negotiate. The hardest person you will ever negotiate in your life is yourself. और आपको पता है कि how the script runs every time. आपको prepare करना है अपने आप से negotiate करने के लिए. How to do that? I have talked about it. D is for design. How you design your surroundings in a way जो कि आपको जो इंसान आप बनना चाहते हो उसमें आपको support करेगा. And why, and the most important one, is yearning. We must have yearning to become the person we wish to become. And when we have that yearning, तो हम अपनी life को, अपनी priorities को सबको rearrange करते हैं. And we will have time for exercise, we'll have time to cook, we will be able to say no to things which are not aligned with us. So this is why I say, lifestyle change को आप एक डॉक्टर साहब को कोई दवाई गोली नहीं दे सकते कि आप ये दो गोली खा लो और लाइफस्टाइल चेंज हो जाएगा. But this candy cure is another way कि आप you pop that candy and you will be able to have enduring lifestyle changes.
I think it's fantastic because दो चीज़ें हमारी conversation में निकल के आई थी. One was कि अपने आप को distract कर लो और find out how you can change, have control over your emotions, etc. And the second thing that both of you spoke of was that train yourself for an acquired taste which is more healthier. So now you're given a methodology of how to do that, the process of doing that. Ma'am, you wanted to ask something.
No, it's not. Yeah, thank you.
Short and sweet answer.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Kavita, first of all, congratulations on the book.
Thank you.
So we talked about food, but we have not talked about no food.
Sir, आपको मैं एक चीज बताऊं, क्वेश्चन पूछने से पहले आपकी शक्ल देख के ऐसे लग रहा है you are very passionate about food.
Yeah, I am.
ठीक है ना?
Because I am from Amritsar, so yes, I am.
दिख रहा है sir.
So what about fasting? And today there is a new fad, intermittent fasting. So thoughts upon that? It is good, bad?
Yes. So I have researched about fasting, and in my opinion, fasting for 12 hours is good enough because traditionally humans were programmed to feast and fast. So fasting से बहुत सारे cleansing and बहुत सारे और benefits होते हैं, but 12 hours is an optimum one. जो latest सारी research है, everything is pointing towards this time duration of fasting.
Yeah, Kavita, just a quick one. So congratulations again, wonderful book. I mean, you get to read it all. दो सवाल है मेरे, एक डॉक्टर साहब के लिए और एक आपके लिए. आपके लिए बड़ा सीधा सवाल है कि जो अल्कोहल के बारे में हमने पढ़ा है, जो भी I would say whatever imprints we've read about it. One is that, you know, consumption of alcohol in moderation on a daily basis is very good for the heart, right? Number two, वो आप जवाब दे दीजिएगा sir. But now the other theory is that Dr. Saab and Kavita, that you know, there is a rise, and this is the most serious part, there is a rise of cancer, particularly blood cancer. I hope there are no alcohol vending distributors around, but no offense, but alcohol से cancer की एक statistics दिखा रहा है कि बढ़ रहा है. और दूसरा सवाल ये है डॉक्टर साहब आपके लिए कि आजकल डॉक्टर साहब जो सबसे बड़ा गम है वो शेयर मार्केट का है, तो उसको अपना दिल को कैसे बचा के रखें सर? अगर आप उसमें भी कुछ टिप्पणी दे दें तो बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया.
So I think let me answer both the questions.
Yeah, please.
क्योंकि
मैं तो मना ही करने वाली हूँ, तो अच्छा है आप बता दीजिए.
Kapta will be more against alcohol. Now, as far as the science is concerned and recommendation is concerned, अब WHO कहती है that even a drop of alcohol is not good for health. So there is no doubt that alcohol is not good for health, कोई भी amount हो. That's one aspect. Alcohol in any quantity, even moderate quantity, doesn't do any good to the heart. ये भी clear है. There were studies in the past done, particularly in France. Those people used to take usually wine. So some of the studies showed some positive results in cardiac patients, but believe me that most of those studies were sponsored by alcohol industry. So any paper which comes out, you have to see कि sponsor कौन कर रहा है. So it is not good for health. If you can avoid alcohol, it's very good. I will congratulate you. Whether it is right or wrong, I'm not saying that. देखो कोई भी चीज़ ज़िंदगी में right नहीं, कोई भी गलत नहीं है. It is your perspective of life. So मेरा ये perspective है कि भैया आप अगर को आपको liver की disease नहीं, अगर आप दारू पी के गाली नहीं निकालते, लड़ते नहीं हो, फिर ठीक है. It should be a sensible way of drinking. That's my take. Now you can ask Kavita.
I would go with sir that there is no black and white. Life बहुत खूबसूरत हो जाती है in shades of grey. It matters on the context. एक होता है ideal, जैसे कि not a single drop of alcohol is good. That is the ideal. But practically how much you can achieve it, ये आप पर depend करता है.
मैं एक चीज़ और कहता हूँ आपके लिए कि you should drink alcohol, but alcohol should not drink you. That's very important.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I think, this is a very...
You should be the master. I mean, if you tell me, if I told my wife, you tell me I will not drink 1 year, not a problem, because I have a control. It's not I'm not addicted to it. So you should be in control of your body and mind. That's very important.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
There's a mic break.
Thank you. Just last one thing. My dad lived 107 years, vegetarian and teetotaler. So answers your question.
Ma'am, he would have lived longer if he had been taking alcohol. You know what? We are here to celebrate the book that Dr. Kavita has written, and I'm sure most of you have not read the book because you'd be getting access to the book today. I've had the privilege of reading this book, and I'm going to ask a question which I'm sure that you will have after you read the book. Dr. Kavita, I was very intrigued because when I started reading, after I went through the first 2 chapters, I was like, I need to go back. This is not like a typical book. It is, a book on nutrition or anything to do with food would be something which is a narrative of कि क्या करना चाहिए, क्या नहीं करना चाहिए. This is like a novel, very beautifully put across. What was your thought when you started writing this book in this particular manner?
Thank you for asking this. So actually, ये मेरी पहली किताब नहीं है, ये मेरी दूसरी किताब है. First book I had to abort. पहली किताब वो एक ऐसी किताब थी which had all data, all science. इंडिया डायबिटीज़ कैपिटल बन जाएगी, इतना खाना चाहिए. दैट वाज अ बुक जो कि एक फूड साइंटिस्ट, न्यूट्रिशनिस्ट और साइकोलॉजिस्ट को लिखनी चाहिए थी. बट आई रियलाइज्ड कि जिसको ये बात सुननी है ना, वो तो डर जाएगा और वो पढ़ेगा ही नहीं. बिकॉज आज इंफॉर्मेशन डेफिसिट नहीं है, बिहेवियरल डेफिसिट है. एंड व्हेन यू राइट स्टोरीज अलाउ यू टू फील दैट ह्यूमैनिटी. यू फील ऑल दोज इमोशंस, दोज मोमेंट ऑफ ट्रूथ. अब वो कहानी थी, उसमें प्रिया के फादर उस टाइम पे क्या फील कर रहे थे, उन पन्नों में, इस किताब के उन पन्नों में आपको अपनी एक झलक दिखाई देती है कि मैं भी तो ये हूँ. एंड डेटा इन्फॉर्म्स बट स्टोरीज ट्रांसफॉर्म.
That is because the book, if you read the book, the KB psychologist speaks there. She has double qualifications. She is a nutritionist and she knows about food, and she's a psychologist. Here, psychology of eating. It's a psychology of eating. Why people eat junk? Why people eat more? You have to understand the psychology of those people.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, sir. And thank you so much, Kavita ji. And thanks to all of you. I mean, I, sitting here, I've had the opportunity at looking at everybody's face. तो मेरे को डर था कहीं आप बोर ना हो जाओ. But I think, sir, इस audience में तो दम है, शायद पढ़ लेगी. ठीक है ना? So I'll hand it over to Amit ji, Nilima ji, whoever is there. Thank you so much for listening to us.
Thank you, Dr. Claire. Thank you, Harvinder ji. Thank you, Kavita ji. That was very informative. Thank you, everyone, for taking out the time this evening.